Okay, welcome to part two of my explanation of El Nino. Let me bring you back to where we left off. So here is where we left off, a diagram of what normally happens in the Pacific, where trade winds blow from east to west, creating a collection of warm water in this area of the world. The warm water collects and creates a great deal of evaporation and precipitation and develops into a prolonged rainy season in this part of the world. The air masses will continue to circulate and shift back over the Pacific and push its way back down on this side of the Pacific, pushing down on the surface and creating a high pressure system off the coast of South America. The trade winds continue and the circulation continues to push warm waters to the west, allowing for deep ocean waters to rise up from up into the surface and creating cool temperatures on the coast of South America. So now let's talk about what happens during an El Nino.
I am El Nino. All other tropical storms must bow before El Nino. Yo soy El Nino.
Okay, sorry about that. Let's go to the next part of the video. So in our explanation of El Nino, let's start off by remembering that because of the strong trade winds going from east to west, we normally get a collection of warm water in this area of the Pacific. During an El Nino, however, the trade winds, boy, I'm writing really sloppy. Trade winds are weak. All right, the trade winds are weak. And because of these weak trade winds, this collection of warm water will drift back to the middle. And the water on this side of the Pacific won't be pushed over to the west. So you end up with the water kind of drifting back toward the middle, and that collection of warm water kind of gets stuck right there. And again, it's because of the weak trade winds. That being said, on the west coast of, or the west area of the Pacific, where we would normally get a rainy system, we get very dry conditions, and that rainy season doesn't occur, and we get dry, drought-like conditions. So we get a lot of crops dying and cattle and animals dying, and a lot of problems in this area of the world. And again, here, because of that warm collection of water, we get our precipitation occurring here. And that kind of puts a wrench in the whole system here. Over in this area on the coast of South America, where normally this warm water would travel to the west, that doesn't occur anymore. And the warm water collects and remains off the coast of South America. And since that water remains, the upwelling that normally would occur, bringing up cool water, does not happen. So the upwelling doesn't occur. It stays warm over here. And again, with the warm water, we get heavy rains. And we get heavy rains when, during a season when South America doesn't expect heavy rains. And we end up with a lot of flooding. And the same is true for North America, where the water doesn't shift over to the west. We get heavy rains and floods on the west coast of North America. And that weather pattern continues on along the southern states, and so we get a lot of rain in the southern states. For us in the Midwest, actually, because of the weather patterns here, it actually remains a little bit drier for us and a little bit more mild. So during a strong El Nino, or any El Nino, we'll get fewer snow days in the wintertime, unfortunately. So it'll be less precipitation, less snow, ski resorts suffer, and we don't get as many snow days. So good and bad, I suppose. All right, so the video is getting kind of long. We're going to stop here. And in the third video, the final El Nino video, I'll show you kind of a better diagram and a flash presentation, an interactive flash presentation of, it'll give a good animation of what normally happens and what happens during an El Nino. All right, so thanks for watching.